Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. Victory belongs to the most persevering. Until you spread your wings, you'll have no idea how far you can fly. The best cure for the body is a quiet mind. There is one kind of robber whom the law does not strike at, and who steals what is most precious to men: time. History is written by the winners. In politics, never retreat, never retract. Never admit a mistake. Riches do not consist in the possession of treasures, but in the use made of them. History is a set of lies agreed upon. A true man hates no one. In politics, stupidity is not a handicap. A revolution can be neither made nor stopped. The only thing that can be done is for one of several of its children to give it a direction by dint of victories. If I had not been born Napoleon, I would have liked to have been born Alexander. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action has arrived, stop thinking and go. A man will fight harder for his interests than for his rights. The world is not ruined by the wickedness of the wicked, but by the weakness of the good. I am surrounded by priests who repeat incessantly that their kingdom is not of this world, and yet they lay their hands on everything they can get. Power is my mistress. I have worked too hard at her conquest to allow anyone to take her away from me. One should never forbid what one lacks the power to prevent. You become strong by defying defeat and by turning loss and failure into success. There are only two forces that unite men: fear and interest. Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. If the art of war were nothing but the art of avoiding risks, glory would become the prey of mediocre minds. There are only two forces in the world, the sword and the spirit. In the long run, the sword will always be conquered by the spirit. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach him all your art of war. Friends must always be treated as if one day they might be enemies. The art of war is to gain time when your strength is inferior. Once you have made up your mind, stick to it. There no longer any if or but. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. The fool has one great advantage over a man of sense: he is always satisfied with himself. Four hostile newspapers are more to be feared than 1,000 bayonets. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever. Men of great ambition have sought happiness and have found fame. Great men are meteors designed to burn so that earth may be lighted. There is only one thing in this world, and that is to keep acquiring money and more money, power and more power. All the rest is meaningless. The greater the man, the less is he opinionative, he depends upon events and circumstances. The truest wisdom is a resolute determination. The only victory over love is flight. The only conquests which are permanent and leave no regrets are our conquests over ourselves. Among those who dislike oppression are many who like to oppress. The great proof of madness is the disproportion of one's designs to one's means. The stupid speak of the past, the wise of the present, and fools of the future. We walk faster when we walk alone. "6 hours sleep for a man, 7 for a woman and 8 for a fool." In our time none has the conception of what is great. It is up to me to show them. The surest way to remain poor is to be an honest man. If you wish to be success in the world, promise everything, deliver nothing. If you build an army of 100 lions and their leader is a dog, in any fight, the lions will die like a dog. But if you build an army of 100 dogs and their leader is a lion, all dogs will fight as a lion. Victory is not always winning the battle, but rising every time you fall. The reason most people fail instead of succeed is they trade what they want most for what they want at the moment. The only way to lead people is to show them a future. A leader is a dealer in hope. The best way to make everyone poor is to insist on equality of wealth. It is not necessary to bury the truth. It is sufficient merely to delay it until nobody cares. Courage isn't having the strength to go on, it is going on when you don't have strength. To have a right estimate of a man's character, we must see him in misfortune. Religious wars are basically people killing each other over who has the better imaginary friend. Soldiers generally win battles, generals get credit for them. I am sometimes a fox and sometimes a lion. The whole secret of government lies in knowing when to be the one or the other. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. Ability is nothing without opportunity. Imagination rules the world. Religion is what keeps the poor from murdering the rich. Love is the occupation of the idle, the distraction of the soldier, the danger of the monarch. The people to fear are not those who disagree with you, but those who disagree with you and are too cowardly to let you know.